How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some dangerous mythological creatures that might actually exist. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content just like this.
For residents of Mexico, the Chaneque is one of the most well-known mythological creatures in local folklore. Thought to be small, sprite-like beings that make it their duty to guard nature, these creatures are apparently forces to be reckoned with. This video, entitled "A Chaneque Appears," was uploaded to YouTube by user Hidariman in July 2008. It shows what the uploader believes could be one of these elusive creatures caught on camera. As the clip begins, a child points at something in the distance, and the camera holder manages to turn just in time to capture the mysterious figure moving across the yard and into an alcove. The man chases after the creature, only to find it has completely disappeared. This video has since gained traction around the internet as a possible real-life Chaneque sighting. In fact, the owner of the video clarifies that although the video's been circulated around many times, he is in fact the true and original uploader of the mysterious footage. Legends surrounding the Chaneque tell that if this creature senses any ill-intentioned intruders on their land, they've been known to attack and frighten them. The Chaneque scares the intruder in order to separate their soul from their body, collecting it and enclosing it in the depths of the land. If left unrecovered, the individual separated from their soul is said to die soon after. Another version of the legend claims that these dangerous mythological creatures may instead try to lead their victims towards the underworld, and when the person returns, they have no memory of the incident. As the footage is poor quality, it's difficult to make out exactly what this YouTuber has captured. The figure is rather small, which fits the description of the Chaneque. However, some say it also resembles the classic lady in white spirit that is so often seen in South American folklore. What do you think? Is this really proof of the existence of the mythological Chaneque, or could it be something else entirely? This series of videos was uploaded to YouTube by user Clover Forest Creature in 2012. After locals had begun linking missing pets with a series of odd noises and weird lights seen in the woods, these YouTubers decided to investigate the area for themselves. The first video begins with the boys making their way into the forest. As they do, they explain that it looks as though someone had already come through the area.
Well, we're not the only ones that have been in here.
As the footage continues, it doesn't take long for them to spot something odd in the distance. They discover what appears to be some sort of symbol or effigy made out of branches.
What the is that?
Deciding to leave whatever it is alone, the boys continue deeper into the woods. They become increasingly jumpy as they begin to hear the sound of running water, as well as several small animals scurrying close by.
Yeah, hold up. You hear water? Whoa. There's definitely something over there.
Continuing on, a loud crack can be heard as the already on edge pair become even more spooked.
Whoa! Oh, what was that? Oh, holy oh.
Thinking that something could be following them, the boys are suddenly confronted by a large pair of glowing red eyes.
Whoa, holy what the oh my god!
They immediately run from the creature and soon stumble upon a lit fire. Assuming that there's someone else in the woods, the boys decide to hide.
Someone's with us. Is somebody else here?
After a wait, the boys assess that whatever was following them is probably no longer around. They make a speedy dash for the edge of the woods. However, as they do, their camera manages to capture one last look at the creepy red eyes. Going back into the forest in their second video, one of the boys mentions that someone had contacted them suggesting that the creature they had previously seen could have been the Mothman. Combining a large animal-like appearance with glowing red eyes, the commonly accepted folklore surrounding the Mothman seems consistent with this creature's appearance. However, the other boys not so sure, thinking what they had seen might have just been a bear instead.
You know, something there? Bears.
Yeah, well, bears' eyes don't glow red.
Sure enough, it's not long before they spot the same piercing red eyes. Now convinced that the creature is definitely not a bear, the YouTubers begin filming the beast from across the opposite side of a creek.
No, keep your light on it, keep your light on it. It's across the creek.
The third video in the series seems to continue after the boys have crossed the creek. They make their way to where they had previously seen the creature, noting it had seemed to be scared of their presence. After hearing a series of strange animal-like sounds coming from out of the darkness, the boys soon spot the creature's glowing red eyes once more. This time, however, they briefly manage to get a look at the creature's face before fleeing the scene in fear. What do you think it was these boys stumbled upon in the woods? Could it actually have been the legendary Mothman? Let me know what you think about this mysterious piece of footage in the comments section below. Next in our series of videos that have supposedly captured dangerous mythological creatures is this Tommyknocker sighting by YouTube channel Exploring with Danny. Known throughout Wales, Cornwall and Devon as a devious leprechaun-like creature, the tales about the Tommyknocker are divisive in their opinion of the creature's intent, but each agrees on their behaviour. Tommyknockers are infamous for either knocking on a cave wall or whistling just before a mine collapses. While some tales cite the Tommyknockers as benevolent tricksters, only knocking on cave walls in order to warn miners of the impending collapse, many tales paint Tommyknockers in a more sinister light. These tales cite the creatures as devious, malevolent beings, who knock only to tease miners before collapsing the mines themselves. Those of the former opinion might just change their mind about the Tommyknocker's intent after watching this creepy clip. The video begins with a chilling preview of what's to come, as you can clearly hear a distinct whistling sound off in the distance.
It's not a mine I like coming into.
Walking through the caves, Danny seems to be visibly scared of the eerie location, even before the scary sounds are heard.
Hello? Is there anyone there?
Eventually, the group stumbles upon an odd black goo seeping from the walls of the mine.
That's the term for it now.
Unsure of what the substance could be, Danny rubs it between his fingers, remarking that the consistency is similar to that of oil. Determined to identify the dark substance, Danny decides to taste it and remarks that it's sure not oil.
I have to take one for the team. I have to taste it, I have to see what it was, but it's sure not oil.
The crew continue to explore the mine. Suddenly, Danny's confronted with a small creature that appears to be crawling towards him.
Huh? What the hell was that?
Spooked, he and the others quickly run from the area and the video abruptly ends. If you brighten the footage and slow it down, you can definitely see that there's something there. It seems to rush forwards out of the darkness. But the question remains, could this really be a Tommyknocker? We'll leave that up to you to decide.
Huh? What the hell was that?
Not everyone who encounters strange creatures attempts to go out and find them, as this video uploaded to YouTube by Mike Stanton 1985 shows. What appears to be a normal camping trip quickly turns from jovial to horrifying in the blink of an eye, when these holiday makers spot something rather chilling. As the campers sit around talking, a shrill noise can be heard that seems to be coming from close by.
You know? Rambina, more like it. What was that, Rambo? Okay.
Unsure of what the sound could be, the group continues their friendly discussion.
You couldn't catch that if I...
Suddenly, one of them spots a mysterious creature on top of their camper. The others quickly turn to see it as they hurriedly evacuate the area in fear. The commotion that the group causes appears to startle the animal, which quickly disappears out of sight. It's oddly shaped, and if you slow the footage down, seems to somewhat resemble a hyena. In the video's description, the uploader mentions that the creature was possum-like in appearance, but that it was green. Some viewers have even suggested it could have been a goblin or troll. Unfortunately, without further information, we can only speculate about what it was this group actually saw on top of their camper. This seemingly innocent video was uploaded to YouTube by user Me and Some Dudes. However, what starts out as a cute clip of children running around and having a great time soon turns out rather sinister. If you look closely, you can see a tall dark figure standing by one of the trees.
Hello, so today we're gonna be doing awesome parkour! Parkour!
The children don't seem to notice it at all as they begin playing on the equipment, shouting parkour as they navigate their own makeshift obstacle course.
Parkour. Oh. Parkour? Parkour.
Towards the end of the clip, one of the boys challenges the others to race across the park.
Oh, guys, I race you to those trees over there. Okay, go.
At this point, it becomes clear that the mysterious figure is still there. It seems that it's been eerily watching the children play the entire time. If you take a close look, it's easy to draw comparisons to the Slender Man. Regardless of whoever or whatever this figure really is, the idea of it standing and just watching the children playing in the park is enough to seriously creep any viewer out.
Parkour?
Before we get to that #1 spot and take a look at a mysterious creature spotted in the woods, remember to hit that subscribe button and tickle the bell icon. That way you'll be notified about all our latest scary and creepy content. While we've seen a wide array of possible mythological creatures throughout these videos, this clip is something else entirely. Uploaded to YouTube by the channel Real Ghost Official 007, the creature in this video more closely resembles an alien. The footage was captured by someone who was exploring an unknown forest at nighttime. As they make their way through the darkness, they suddenly stumble upon something moving among the trees. The creature moves with a hunched posture and appears to have very thin arms and legs. Its large head is illuminated by the camera holder's flashlight, giving the impression that it's actually glowing in the dark. As there's little information accompanying the video, it's difficult to know exactly what the camera has captured. While the creature certainly looks very similar to the classic description of an alien grey, it's possible that it could be something else entirely. Assuming that the footage is indeed genuine, one wonders if this beast was actually dangerous, or was it simply foraging peacefully through the woods? Love to get your thoughts on this one in the comments section below.
If you want to see some more weird creatures caught on camera, then suss that video on the top there. Otherwise, there's a scary playlist there you can binge on for hours and hours. Leave us a comment down below. We love hearing your opinions on all these clips. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.